Trenton Lee, Trentonlee.
I'm Dr. Grady Bluford, Grady Bluford, the middle name to Signal General Robert E. Lee.
And today is July 28th, 2009. First of all, I'd like to thank you for coming to do this interview on segregation and integration in Iowa. So let's get started. First of all, why do you think you got involved in this interview?
I was asked by the letter from the African American Museums of Iowa if I would be interested in participating. And after that, I don't do much doing yes right off the bat. And if you ask me for a special favor or something, you're not going to get a special answer out of me right off the bat. I want to know what I'm dealing with. Okay? That was the reason, and after talking with my daughter said this would be a good thing. Not everybody knows what the black man, the black woman, and the black family has gone through in their early years. And therefore, I said I would get involved.
Have you done something like this before?
My first time doing something like this with the students asking me questions. Yes, it's my first time. Okay. And you're young and I'm 79. Okay,
Still young, still young.
I'm still young, yes.
See? Can you describe some of the things that happened that you'd like to talk about?
Well, if we go back to some of the things, I have to go back to the time of moving to Iowa. I don't remember a great deal of it. I was born in Flint, Michigan. And father and mother came to Iowa as a result of the Depression. And my father was a supervisor actually in the General Motors Sparkler division. And when the bottom fell out, he came to Iowa. He had a brother here, and working in Cudahy packing plant. Cudahy is no longer here. In his job, he was assigned and was taught how to become a butcher. I worked at that trade for several years, and then one of the fellows in the tank room got sick, and they put him in the tank room for one day. That one day turned out to be for 25 years. He didn't have a choice. You either go and do it, or you're out. It was that simple. Secondly, in my youth, when I was 7 years old, my father was taking us around to see how the rich white decorated during Christmas time. And as we were going out to country club, because country club was the epitome in Sioux City at that time. Now you have Morningside added to it. But in traveling, we had made the rounds. We were on a loop back, and we came by the backside of Briarcliff College, and there was a rally going on of about 25 to 30. I couldn't get a full count because my father, when he saw what was happening, just sped up. He broke every speed law in the book. And then it was frightening to me because I had never seen my father break out in sweat that just run like somebody poured a bucket of water on him. So when we got home, I asked him, I said, "Daddy, why? Why did you break the law and speed so?" And he said this to me, "Little old man, if you ever see this again, get away as quick as you can, if you can, or if you don't, it means death to you." And so that was my first experience with seeing my father real fearful. We went to the time I was 11, 4 years later. My father thought it would be safe to go out into the Morningside area. And we went out into the Morningside area, and when getting out there, there was another big rally, but this one was over 75 people with the hoods, the crosses burning, and the whole gamut. And again, my father broke the speed laws. And again, the sweat went off of him like beads of water. Yes. I remember very clearly those days.
Do you remember exactly maybe how you felt about that? I mean, if you do.
I felt frightened because my father was frightened. I had never seen my father frightened. My father was a man, strong Christian man. He and my mother, Christian people. They were very grounded. I always looked at them as I got older as not being very bright. But it wasn't that at all. They had an 8th grade education, both of them, and for them at that time, that was good. My mother was offered a job in teaching. But she said no because she wanted to get married, and then they went to Flint, Michigan, and from Flint, my father ended up in Flint, Michigan, simply because my father ran into segregation. His older brother would not get off the sidewalk for a white woman in the South. They grew up on he grew up on a plantation in Texarkana, Oklahoma. And in that they wouldn't get off, the police were after them. As my father tells me. They left, they went into Michigan, but when they got to Michigan, the older brother went into Canada. One of my dad's brothers went into Lansing, Michigan, and the other one went to Battle Creek, and my father went to Flint. They vowed never to contact the older brother. To this day, I do not know what my dad's older brother's name is. But that's a part of what happens to us when you have come out of segregation. I've been to the plantation my father grew up on. I didn't like it because having grown up in the North, I was comforted by what I called a nice home, floors in the house, not holes that I could see the hogs and the chickens and the ducks and the geese that were being raised. I could look through the floor and see them running around under the house. And that to me was very disturbing. Yeah. It has left a print on me. And I vowed I would never be like that or in that boat. If I could help it.